Hey Brad, hey Kim, it's Logan at Perkins Motorplex in Mayfield, Kentucky. Gonna walk around this two-door 17 Wrangler with really low miles that we've had quite a few people interested in. And yeah, I always, when we do these videos, like, we want to be as picky as we possibly can. We want to point out dings, scratches, anything we see. But you're gonna learn that I don't have a whole lot to point out on this one. So some of these used Jeeps that we see traded in have all kinds of dings, scratches and stuff because people have off-roaded or done whatever. But some of them are pavement princesses, as we call them, that don't ever go off-road. That's what this one is. So we're on the bottom lot, Perkins Motorplex in Mayfield. This is our headquarters. If you were to go to the end of this dead-end street, you would see all of our resources back there, like a Mac and Jack Center, multiple service centers like this one, our photo booth, and all that good stuff. So let's walk around it. We got the Goodyear Wrangler tires, and I'm not the best at tire tread gauging, but I'm gonna say they're certainly not new, but I'm gonna give them probably 50% tread, somewhere around in there. And they are Goodyear Wranglers. We know it's top of the line, of course. Gonna weather very slowly, so we think you know, a couple years of driving before you'd have to do anything on those, depending on how many miles you're putting on, of course. Front of it looks good. Not a lot of rock pecks, bug damage, anything like that. Headlights, fog lights, you got your extra lights in the bumper. Everything looks great. Across the hood, that paint is in awesome shape. You can see it's sparkling, and there is no signs of hail damage, anything like that. We see the fenders on these Wranglers of this age, they really get faded and scraped a lot, and for whatever reason, just not always in the best shape. But these are dang near perfect. Try not to use that word very often, but especially in used cars, because we do sell used vehicles. We know every vehicle we have is going to have some sort of blemish, imperfection, whatever. None of them are perfect, but this one is really, really awesome. So I'm sure I'll miss a scratch or two on it somewhere, but I've looked around it a few times. The mileage and knowing the history of this previous owner, yeah, I just don't expect there to be a whole lot. It's got the cover on the spare tire, of course, and awesome Jeep things like, of course, your all-weather sound system in the back for in case it were to get wet. Back seat, just perfect. No smells, doesn't smell like smoke, animal, anything like that. Back seat folds down nicely, and got a couple handles that have been added. A couple in the front as well. So let's keep making our way around here. Let me drop this down. Driver's seat, excellent condition. So you did a gray WeatherTech mat in there. Does have 2 key fobs. A lot of our vehicles come with 1 fob and no floor mats. This one has 2 key fobs and the floor mats. Don't think that second row has mats. Of course, you got your center console storage there. And on the inside, everything's in working order. The air's nice and cool. Feels great today. Books, love this. My wife and I bought this for our Wrangler that we bought here. This is going to be an accessory kit. That's what I think it is. Yes, to help you take doors off, do your adjusting, all that stuff. Take the doors off, take the top off, and really handy YouTube videos on that. If you've not been a Jeep owner, that'll be your best friend, because you got all kinds of techniques and tips to do that quickly, efficiently. Alpine sound system, so it's got a great sound to it. It's not completely bass. And let's see, everything's in working order through here. I was messing with the mirrors and all that stuff. Let's go underneath the hood and the frame to finish it out. And so 17 model with this low of miles, that's the beauty of it. It's going to qualify for a factory type total care warranty protection that we sell. Usually on a 17 model, we're talking about like a 4-year 48 or a 3-year 36. In this case, it would actually be, well, it'd be 5 years or until the Jeep has 120,000 miles on it of that factory type total care. So that's huge. We'll get the hood popped here in just a second. Kind of hard to do it one-handed while I'm filming, but if you look at the frame, That is money in the bank right there. That's what we want to see. Because on a Jeep, you just never know where it's been, and very little signs of any surface rust there on a 6-year, now 7-year-old vehicle by model years. All right, so let me set this down so I can get this open. And just what you'd expect under here, nice and clean. I always joke with people that I don't know an alternator from a radiator, so I'm the last guy to point out, you know, all the ins and outs of what I see. But I have been trained a little bit just looking through these windows that the engine bay gives us for excessive signs of rust or corrosion, or obviously you can listen to it too. No knocking, no ticking, sounds great. This thing is clean all the way through. So as pleased with this one as I could possibly be. Current miles 24,119. That's as sweet as it gets right there. Jealous of whoever gets it. Let me know what other questions you have. It's a 17 Wrangler Sport in silver here at Perkins Motorplex in Mayfield.